zonal consultation for the national youth policy is ongoing, and it's also one of the things that will encourage us to take full path in that conversation, so that we'll be able to have an inclusive and progressive policy at the end of the day. So, like we have always said at the ministry, what we are trying to do is to produce a youth policy that is forward-looking, because there is a dynamic and evolving issues such as digital issues and other things. Like we all know, our education system is so disconnected from the labor market that we still have to do a lot. We have young people who will spend 4 years in the university, but they will still come out. That degree might probably not serve them. They will have to be left to be making, to learn a skill of 6 months. Some of them may be makeup artists, some of them may be cake baking or something. So I think we need to do a whole lot to close that gap, and that's one of the issues that the national youth policy will look at. Already, we are trying to bridge that gap by introducing what we call the the Nigerian Youth Academy, NIA. What we're trying to do with NIA is to close that gap that exists between what young people are learning in school and what the labor market requires. Like the World Global Workforce Report said last year, by 2030, many of the skills that we are learning today will even be outdated. You have so many jobs that will come out at that time that will not even require you to have a university degree. So right now, what we need to do is to think beyond the borders, to know that what is it that we can do with our skills, not necessarily I have this degree, I have that degree. Degree is important, but also what can a young person in Nigeria do with his hands? What skills do you have? So that is the conversation we need to look at. And that's one of the things and ideas I think the national youth policy should focus on. So we are doing that with the Nigerian Youth Academy, but a lot more can be done. And when we have a youth policy that is robust enough, we'll be able to drive institutional partnership that will be able to give us advantage to assess the opportunity that can serve a greater number of young people due to the numbers. What we're doing now is a scratch in the surface, if I have to be honest. So we need an encompassing and inclusive policy that gives opportunity to the greater number of our young people. So this conversation we are having today, the Honourable Minister would like for the full participation of young people, because any policy that is designed without you people is actually a fallacy. It's not a policy that can work. So it's only when you are involved, when you are embedded in the system, when you contribute your ideas, that we can have a policy that serves you. You cannot shave a man's head in his absence. So without your involvement, youth policy is nothing. So he encouraged full participation, active participation, robust contributions while we have this conversation, and it ensures a productive engagement. Thank you very much.